Welcome back. It's Thursday. So let's go ahead and dive into these fights. We have one more fight night before we get to UFC 313. However, it looks like DraftKings finally put out the betting odds for 313. So let's go ahead and take a look at that as well today and see if we're still leaning towards the same fighters as we were Monday. If you guys didn't know, this is CageCast. I'm Mike. Welcome back to the show. And let's just dive right in. As you guys can see on the screen, I do have the card pulled up. And let's go ahead and just pull them up and look at their stats and see if we're still going the same way. So with 3-inch reach advantage, most people have Cape winning this. The betting odds have Cape winning this. However, I was looking at their fights and their previous fights. Most of these guys go to decision. Both of these guys are just decision fighters, in my opinion. They're going to point the system out. And if that goes that way, I think Almabayev, I think Asu gets this one. So I was leaning towards him on Monday. I think we're just going to go ahead and give him the minimum $5 bet and log in with that. And as you can see, I have that pulled up right here. $5 would give us $14 in return. Decent returns here. So let's go ahead and place that bet. Boom. Settled right there, guys. That's where we're going with this Saturday. So I've been on a roll. Hopefully, I continue with that roll. We go in with plenty of money for UFC 313. And as you guys can see, I still have 115 and 41 cents that we're going to still throw down on 313 plus the $20 I add for every pay-per-view. So minimum of $135.41 and much more than that if we win this fight. Now, however, that being said, they do have the early odds out for 313. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right. So the first match it looks like on the card is going to be the Jalen Turner versus Ignacio. They have this almost a dead heat, guys. What do you think about this? Get in the comments. Let me know. What do you think about that only being a 4-point difference? Both of them in the negative, meaning not very much to win here. I was leaning towards Ignacio. Um, if it goes the distance. But I think Jalen Turner's a little bit more explosive. I think he's going to want it a little bit more and continue his reign or, get back on track there. So early on, I'm still looking at Jalen. However, that can change. We'll just pay attention to the odds. And with the opening fight, we'll just go with the betting odds. And since they are seeing it the same way I do, let's just continue leaning with Jalen Turner. Now, I was looking at the Lemos fight, and I was thinking that Lemos had this over Lucindo. The betting odds don't see it that way. We're still going to go with Lemos. She's bad. She can get it done. And, we can double our returns on that one. Now, we're not going to go big on these. We'll just go with the opening minimum $5 bet that we typically do for the opening fights and save the big funds for the main and the co main. And since they changed the co-main up, I'm not going to put as much as I originally was. We'll just end up doing much bigger parlay bets when the parlays come out. Now, let's skip down. The next fight is going to be the King Bobby Green versus Mauricio Ruffy. Now, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. You know what you're getting out of King Green. You're getting some stand up, some boxing, um, lean against the cage, wear him down, dirty boxing, beat up the ribs. Classic King Green. He's got the punch. He can come over the top, finish it, ground and pound it out. However, Mauricio Ruffy, this guy's very Conor McGregor karate style, real explosive. Uh, I see him getting it done early on, round one, 1.5. After that, the later portion of the match, I feel like Ruffy's going to tire a little bit, especially in round three. And that's where King Green's experience can come into play, where he can get the dirty boxing in, tire him out, come over the top. I think after 1.5 matches, how explosive and energy usive Ruffy's style is, that's really going to bite him in the butt. So if it comes back to get him, that's where I think the third round, King Green can get it done. But I am also 5-1 odds that Ruffy wins. So they're thinking the same thing. It's going to be 1.5 second round somewhere. We'll get a stoppage TKO. And I don't disagree. Nothing against King Green. It's just I think that Ruffy's just a better all around fighter. And maybe we'll actually see some ground game out of this one. That'd be actually be exciting. Does Ruffy have a better ground game? Does he have any ground game? And can King Green actually do that? Now, they did change up the co-main. I was really, really looking forward to the Dan Hooker Gaethje fight. Super excited for that one. As most people are saying, it was the cherry on top for the card. Uh, Everybody knows the Alex Pereira fight's going to be exciting, but just the extra enticement was that Gaethje versus Hooker. Um, and no fault to either one. Shit happens, and Hooker broke his hand. Definitely don't want to compete hurt. So I'm just not sure I liked the Fazeev filling in. We've already seen this fight. Um, Pretty sure. I mean, it was a split, so it could go either way. However, I think Justin Gaethje gets it done. So we're going to lean towards Justin Gaethje, and we'll just go a moderate. We'll do like $15 on Gaethje. Decent returns on that. We'll at least double that, and in feel like that's safe money. But again, just bummed that we're not going to actually see the Dan Hooker Gaethje fight because we don't know really what Gaethje's going to do after this. Does he get a win? Does he climb the ranks? Does he wait for Hooker again? Do we get a BMF after the Holloway Poirier fight? I mean, if Poirier gets the belt and retires, then I feel like we should see maybe Gaethje versus Hooker for that. That'd be exciting. But hey, we'll have to see how that unfolds. Now, when it comes to the main fight, Alex Pereira versus Ant Goliath, they also have this in a dead heat coming in here, guys. We're going to see how these bets unfold. We're not going to take any bets yet because we don't even know what the parlays look like. But this is where I'm leaning. Alex Pereira, guys. Why go against the champ? Champ's hands are heavy. He puts on that pressure, especially with that stone face. We'll see Van Goliath. And, he's pretty game about standing up, even though he's got some pretty good ground game or supposedly a really good ground game. We do definitely get a lot of stand up from him. If he definitely tries to fight this standing up, there's no way that he hangs with Pereira. However, I do see it around round two, 2.5. If they try to take this to the mat, we'll see if Pereira's game has improved. He has been training a lot with the ground game and with the ground guys. So hopefully we see something exciting. I do want to see Pereira win and then challenge the heavyweight winners. But again, we'll have to see how these odds come and go here. That's where I'm leaning early on. Jalen Turner, Lemos, Gaethje, Ruffy, Pereira. Now, let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree with those bets. How do you guys see this unfolding? Do you think it's going to be very similar to what I said? Hey, let me know. How wrong am I? And I've been on a roll lately, so I don't feel like I'm going to be 50-50 or much off on this. I feel like I'm going to be 60-70% of these fights, which, you know, could unfold for us. Now, some good money on the table here to win. But again, I'd like to see like the Pereira. I'd also like to see the Jalen Turner fight odds kind of flip a little bit more, maybe favor one person over the other. I think as more opinions get out there, we get more of the prominent MMA guys like Bisbing and all those guys and DJ Mighty Mouse giving their opinions on who's going to win. We'll see these odds fluctuate a little bit. And as more interviews come, again, a big part of the bets, guys, with the pay per view is watching the weigh ins and the pressers, see if there's any mental warfare going on, see if any bad weight cuts look like they had happened, see if anybody looks a little depleted and then we finally get those final bets. But we're going to have a couple more episodes before that, guys. We're going to still have one Monday for a recap, see how I did on this fight night. Then we'll do a Monday will probably be a recap with my pops. And then we'll do a midweek. I'm going to try to get Jason back. He really wants to come back. So we either do midweek or another Thursday with Jason as soon as he gets his microphone and everything set back up. All right, guys, if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let me grow my channel and help me out. I would appreciate that. Go ahead and hit the notification bell. That way you know when more videos drop. Hit a like on the video, help me break the algorithm. Pretty soon we're growing, guys, so hopefully we'll start doing live ones here before too long. Hopefully before summer we're doing some live ones. Hopefully we can get some interviews going on. We got some stuff in the works. Maybe spread the workload out to some of the other guys, see if they can help out. But some big things going on, and hopefully if hopefully I can get a press pass and get out to a couple UFC events and also get some on-site footage for you guys. Again, I'm trying to grow the channel, so go ahead and subscribe, like, and hit the notification, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.